Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly Tottenham news review. Only the one game to talk about this week, obviously the Man United draw. Feels like a defeat though, right? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, at least we didn't lose before the international break, and we keep up that momentum of not losing over the last two. So hopefully we can put that certain hoodoo back to bed and we can move on from that. A lot of talk, obviously, during the week about the boos that were resounding round the stadium. A lot of it was put down as if it was to do with Matisse Tell. Well, from my point of view, I think this was more to be said about taking Xavi Simons off and leaving us with a lack of creativity. And I think that was where the boos were coming from. Actually, at the end of the day, Wilson Odobert and Matisse Tell made the difference. And Thomas Frank was right in making that change. And without it, it could have been a totally different result. So fair play to him. We have to trust in the manager to do the right thing. A little bit of good news on the injury front. We've seen that Dejan Kulusevski is out in Dubai. Very, very nice. Getting himself on the grass and training with the coaching staff. So great to see him starting to make his recovery. And on top of that, we've seen that Radu Dragushin has played behind closed doors as well, trying to get himself back to full fitness to join up with the squad at some point. Fingers crossed that's going to happen very, very soon because we could really do with those reinforcements. Of course, 2 out, and now we've got 2 in. So the 2 out, we now have Kolo Muani out with a fractured jaw. Fingers crossed that's not going to go on too long. It depends on who you're listening to, what media you listen to, because there's talk of him being out for weeks or months, depending on who you talk to. Either way, let's just hope that he can recover from this very quickly and get back to playing football, because we are yet to see the best of that young man. And I'm sure he's desperate to show what he can do. On top of that, we've just seen that Sweden have sent home Lucas Bergvall, continuing issues with his concussion injury. Big shame. Whilst I'm happy for him to have another week off, it is worrying that he had this head injury, and one that we really hope gets resolved quickly, because no one wants to see a young man debilitated by a head injury just from going out there and playing sport. So fingers crossed for both of those players, because we can't really afford to have you out. And finally, I just wanted to say a big well done to Graham Roberts on receiving his legacy cap at Wembley on Thursday. Well done, Robbo. Well deserved. Up the Spurs.